I began my knighthood in Daventry with nothing to my name except a feather in my cap, a cape on my back, and an appetite for adventures. Questing led me to recover King Edward's magic mirror, and he rewarded me with his throne.
Welcome to a King's Quest Chapter 3 playthrough. This chapter starts a little bit differently from the rest. As you can see, the Kingdom of Daventry in the background. As we move over to the right, we are actually going to be going forwards in time as well.
I inherited a flawed but charming kingdom, and I worked tirelessly to restore the land to its former glory.
So there's nothing much we can do right here right now, but we will be coming back. As you can see, there is a trellis over here that we'll be moving across a little bit later, but for now we're going to continue over to the right.
In a few short years I had grown into the king I'd always wanted to be, and while I was proud of the Daventry I had shaped, something still felt like it was missing. Wait! No! There is absolutely no way that could be right. There's no way that could have happened. I was too invested in that owl. I must have missed a detail in the story.
If you are familiar with the old King's Quest series, you'll know in King's Quest Chapter 5 there was a little owl called Cedric, and that was him, the little baby Cedric, and he's just been captured, so we need to figure out a way to rescue him. We're going to pick up this spade.
I forgot one small detail. I began my knighthood in Daventry with nothing to my name except a feather in my cap, a cape on my back, an appetite for adventures, and a small shovel in my pocket.
Okay, so we have the shovel. Now we can have a look and see what is under these rocks.
Buried in the soil was a tiny, spiniferous thorn seed. A tiny acorn had been planted in the dirt.
So we're going to grow these two seeds so that they grow in the future. The acorn we're going to plant over here. And this is where the owls are going to have their nest.
I planted that miniature acorn in the ground, a way to commemorate new beginnings.
And the spiniferous thornweed we're going to plant over here. This is going to stop the squirrel or the possum or whatever it is from getting back to from catching Cedric.
That looked like a great spot for a spiniferous thornweed plant to thrive.
And there is one other problem here, and that is the thornweed won't actually grow unless there is a trellis behind it. So we're actually going to move this trellis over to the left one spot.
That trellis looks better over there.
Okay, so we have the little acorn tree here, and we've got the spiniferous thornweed here. Let's go and have a look and see if Cedric is safe now.
The family of chirping owls brought a smile to my face, but anguish to my heart. My kingdom was thriving, but I was alone. Who was I building this Daventry for? The loneliness of the road that night was only offset by the company of my hungry, rumbling tummy. I had headed back to the castle for a bite to eat.
What good is all this food with no one to share it with? Oh, how rude of me. Here you go.
Sire, Daventry Decree 74311...
I know. No animals are allowed at the table. Did the bakers ever respond to my invitation for dinner?
They declined. Said they couldn't find a sitter.
You're right. Perhaps the guards would accept an invite for dinner.
Graham, we'd love to.
We'd love to, but...
Yeah, Decree 911 to the 23rd power.
Afraid so, sire.
As you were. Oh, before I forget, Larry, you know I restored the budget for your own personal steed, right?
Oh, right. My own personal steed. Thank you.
Well, I suppose I could use the surplus on masking the odor of number 2. No, I mean Royal Guard number 2. He smells like syrup.
It's intolerable, really. It's gotten so bad my helmet fogs up.
You'll get used to it.
You're absolutely right. We should create a dinner guest out of all this extra food. Why didn't I think of that?
Okay, so this is the dinner guest puzzle here. As you can see, Graham has invited some of his friends, but they didn't come along. So we're going to go along and just pick up all of these posters. And we do need to make our dinner guest out of what's around us in this room. So we're going to pick up the hat stand first of all.
That's a good start. What else can we add to her? You're right, she does need a cape.
A purple cape.
What about a hat? What should we use for the face?
More peas, sire. Apologies. I'm allergic to the lavender.
What about a hat? What should we use for the face?
Okay, so we do have everything we need actually. Let's go and pick a portrait here. We'll use Amaya.
What about a hat?
And of course we have the hat as well.
Oh, perfect. What should we name her? No, that's my sister's name. You know that. I'm thinking something that ends in a soft consonant.
It was at that exact moment when the magical mirror called out to me. The mirror showed me a magical reflection of a tower far away in the kingdom of Kolyma. It told me that the princess I would marry was trapped at the very top, waiting for me to rescue her. Wasting no time, I grabbed a beautiful ring from the royal treasury and headed off to save my future wife. Ha! Oh, looks like my nursemaids are here. Can you excuse me for half an hour?
You got it, Grandpa.
Gwendolyn, it's your move.
Oh. What's taking them so long?
I'm honestly not sure. He's probably just distracting the nursemaids with his jokes.
For 4 hours?
Would that really surprise you?
No, I guess not.
So, are you excited for Grandmother's birthday?
I haven't even picked out her present yet.
Mother helped me pick out mine. I'm told it's the perfect gift.
All right, children. Your grandpa is now ready for you. Gwendolyn, he asked to see you first.
Can we go together?
Best not to overwhelm him all at once. Besides, I need God's help with the daily decrees.
Is it alright if we finish this after lunch?
Go ahead. Wouldn't want to keep him from his favorite.
Your grandfather doesn't have favorites, Scott. He loves each of you in his own special way. Now tidy up and meet me in the throne room. I've got 3 trays of appetizers with your name on them.
Own special way. Doesn't matter. Not with Addendum 48677 in the books. Ah, bother.
Come on. There's got to be another one in there. Just one more. One last quest. Another notch in my feather. A voyage to Neptune's kingdom. Or a journey through the infinite desert. Please, Mirror. One final adventure.
Grandpa,
Ah, just the person I wanted to see.
are you doing alright?
I am now.
Did they find you the right medicine?
Your company is better than any medicine in those vials. Yeah. Now, come, sit. This time, you picked the story. Something with a dragon, perhaps.
Actually, could you tell me more about Grandma? Everyone knows she's a great queen, and she's nice and regal and wonderful. But none of that's helping me pick out her birthday present. I want to get her something really special.
Of course. I suppose there's no better place to start than at the beginning, when my travels led me to the Enchanted Isles.
Grandpa, Mom used to tell me this story before bed. Hasn't everyone in Daventry heard this? You climbed that tower, rescued Princess Valenice, fell in love, and lived happily ever after.
Well, fairy tales have a bad habit of simplifying matters of the heart. They weave tales that love just happens easily and with no effort required. A real story is far more exciting than what you've been led to believe.
So this concludes the first part of King's Quest Chapter 3. We are now in the land of Kolyma and have to rescue the princess from the tower up over there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon in the next video.